Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and salutations to all you Alchemy still out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity, man. As the scriptures say, man, the race is not given to the swift, man. So, you brothers out here still patiently enduring, man. Respect to you brothers, man. Because it's not an easy thing, man. And that's what this lesson's going to get into. Is, enduring this hell, man. Because it's a heavy thing to be in this truth, man. And we literally at the door of the Lord's coming, man. But let me get into this, man. Because I was at camp this last Saturday, man, and today's January 31st, 2017, man. I was at camp this past Saturday, and the brother Harmon brought out a crazy heavy scripture, man, and man, that shit's fucking burning on my mind. But it really goes into this, man. It really extrapolates the fact that we going through this hell to, get a change, man. But this is Matthew 7:13. It says, "Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat," man. So straight at the gate, man. That word straight, I'm gonna just get it real quick, man. That word straight is literally what this truth is, man. That's why the scriptures say, my son, if thou goest, to the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Because it's not an easy thing to step to the king, man. That's what the Most High is, man. He's the King of Kings. It says narrow, straight. From obstacles standing close about straight. Let me get the Western real quick. Let me just look up that word because it's not straight as in, a straight up and down path, man. It's spelled differently. Brothers got to look up these words. So straight, it says, in narrow patches of water connecting two seas or two large areas of water. It says used in reference to a situation characterized by a specific degree of trouble or difficulty. Man, so that's what this is, man. This truth and the scriptures, man, and men that seek to be righteous, man, is characterized by troubles and difficulty, man. But at the end of all that, man, it's salvation. That's why Tobit, in the book of Tobit, man, when I believe it's Tobias, his father, I forget which one's the father in the story, but man, he had shit happening to him, man. He was doing all righteous things, man. And he had shit happen to him, man. Bird shot in his eye. He lost his vision. His son went away. His woman was tripping. He had faith in the Lord, people in his city was hating him, He was catching hell. And at the end of all that, the Most High gave him his son. His son had a wife. He had grandkids, man. His end was beautiful, man. But let me get this next scripture. This next scripture is gonna be it's Locky on the camera, man, because I'm trying to pop my phone up so this works. next scripture is going to be the heavy one, man. Because this is where I was in that camp, man, and this literally made me see this truth. Crazy, like, man, this is a beautiful scripture. It says, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Let me just start at 1. It says, for we know that our earthly house of this tabernacle is dissolved. For we know if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, man. Because, man, the scriptures say, it says, coming to the Lord is like going into small sanctuaries, man. That's what this truth is, man. It's a small sanctuary. Not many men really follow under the true understanding of the scriptures, man. They never did, man. It was always a few. But it says, an house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens, man. Just like the scriptures say, the Lord dwelleth not in houses made with man's hands, man. It says, verse 2, for in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven, man. And that's what our expectation, man, is hell, that groaning that we go through, man, all the sighing and crying, man, that we get in this kingdom, man, is only for the earnest desiring to be clothed in the Lord's house, man. That's why brothers put away all their bullshit, man. That's why you followed after the Lord, man. So you want to be caught out here naked following some other doctrine, man. Being shameful. It says, verse 3, if so, be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. So that's what it is, man. You come to the Lord, that's the Lord's clothing, man. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, man. It says, verse 4, for we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened. Just like it said, man, straight is the gate, man, full of troubles, man. We're burdened here. Not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon. So, man, this burden that we go through, this hell we catching, man, isn't for nothing, man. Isn't for nothing, man. I'm going to grab another precept for y'all real quick. It's 2 Ezra chapter 7. It says, and I said, speak on speak on my power. 2 Ezra 7:3. And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it may be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? And that's that hard, difficult path, man. It's a small sanctuary, man. If he went not through the narrow, that straight, that trouble, how could he get the broad, man? And that broad is talking about is the kingdom. There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall. Come on, man. Because we're in a dangerous place. The kingdom is a dangerous place, man. You got 1,000,001 distractions, man. You got 1,000,001 things trying to push you out of this thing. That's why you got to pray, man. You got to pray for the Most High to, fucking put the spirit on you that you can stay in this thing, man. You got to earnestly ask him, man. Earnestly beg, man. I go to the Lord, man. It's a fearful thing, man, to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. I'm praying that the Most High doesn't put me in his hand made to crush, man. It's a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire upon the right hand and on the left hand deep water. and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be but one man go there at once. If this city were now if this city were now given unto the man for unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass through the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance, man? That's exactly what it was talking about. 2 Corinthians, man, when it says for we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened. 2 Corinthians 5:4. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon. Yeah, man, it's the straight path, man, full of sorrows, man. It's hard, man. So you can be clothed upon, man. So you can put on that eternal, man. So you get that mortality, man. That immortality, I mean. It says that mortality might be swallowed up of life, man. That's what this is about, man. It's about going through the bullshit, to get the why, man. It's going through the bullshit to get the kingdom, man. It's necessary. And man, hell sucks, man. Going through hell sucks, man. It sucks. But damn if you don't do it, man. Come on, man. So I got one more scripture though. I'm trying to make this as short as possible. Here's 2 Ezra chapter 2. Yeah, chapter 2, verse 42. It says, and this is what it's coming down to, man. This is what I could think of, man, when it came to that 2 Corinthians, man. It says, I Ezra saw upon the Mount Zion a great people who I could not number. Because this is us groaning to be clothed, man, with immortality. It says, I Ezra saw upon the Mount of Zion a great people who I could not number, and they all praised Yahweh with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest. That's Yahushua speaking of, man. That's Yahushua, man. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, man. That's that groaning to be clothed, man. That's Yahushua clothing brothers, man. The elect. The elect, man. And was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that put off the mortal clothing. Just like the scripture said, man, in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, man. These are they that put off the immortal clothing, man. You came out of the world, man. These are they that put off that mortal clothing. You came out of the world, man. You fucking went through all the bullshit. You caught your hell, man. You groaned. Not so you can be unclothed, man, but so that you can be clothed, man. Because when you come into this truth, man, you don't get rich, man. You don't get fucking fame, man. It's not even about that. If a brother's in this looking for fame, man, you're in it for the wrong reason, man. Brothers is in here looking for salvation, man. Man, me personally, I'm trying to fucking make up for all the bullshit I did, man. Before I came in this truth. Man, I'm not looking to be clothed. I'm not looking to be, praised and this shit, man. I'm looking for salvation, forgiveness, man. That's what brothers should be in this for. It's not for fame. It says, verse 45 again, it says, he answered and said unto me, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal and have confessed the name of the Most High. Come on, man. You're putting on the immortal doing this work. It says, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms, man. So that's that groaning to be clothed, man. We don't groan to be unclothed, but to be clothed. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is this that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? And so he answered and said unto me, is the Son of Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I to greatly commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. So that's what this thing's about, man. It's about groaning, but going through this hell and in hopes that the Most High can count you among that number, man. Because brothers don't know whether or not they're among that righteous number, man. So you go through the hell, man, in hopes that you can get the victory, man. And that victory is gonna be beautiful, man. Because right now we ain't got shit. All we got is the brotherhood, man. And you go through these groaning times, man, and it's only for you to be clothed with that immortality, man. Taking off this mortal bullshit. Fuck this world, man. And trusting in the Most High, man. And growing through this hell, man, in hopes for the kingdom, man. That's what it's about, man. But yeah, brothers, man, stay in this thing, man. We almost out of here. Prophecies coming to pass swiftly, man. This is probably not even probably, man. This is more than likely the year of the chip, man. There's too much shit coming out on it, man. We out the door. The Most High is ready to crack the fucking clouds, man. So this is it, man, brothers. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, double honor to elders and apostles, man. Peace and salutation to all you Akim out there doing this word in truth and sincerity, man. Stay in this thing, man. Stay humble. Stay praying, man. Pray for the brothers. Pray for the elect. Pray for those sincerely seeking this word, man. And have faith, man. Have faith. Man, shalom.